Hey friends, welcome back to Nelly Sisters YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to study about Mesolithic age. I am Neha Sara Nelson, so let's move on to our session. First or more, subscribe, like, share and comment your ideas and give new topics and share your new ideas and basic ideas about these topics. So let's move on to the session. Paleolithic age. As we already learned and understood, Paleolithic age. So the period transition to the Paleolithic age is the Mesolithic age. So the term Mesolithic is derived from two Greek words. They are mesos and lithos. Mesos means middle and lithos means yes, stones, which means middle stone age. Okay. So, the basic and very informative thing and the concept, the very important thing in this period is about the usage of stone, as well as this is categorized under Stone Age. So, the major point of view is about the stones, the stone tools. So, in this period, the stone tools were very microliths, were very small and sharp. So small stone tools comparing to the Paleolithic age. So that period is also known as Microlithic age. Okay. So that period is also known as Microlithic age because of the wide use of small stone tools. From this, we understood the first characteristic of the Mesolithic period. Now, there are certain things that changed considering the case of Paleolithic age. There also occurred a subsequent change from the Paleolithic age. Before knowing about that, there are some great important thing, another important thing about the Mesolithic age is the starting of communication. As we knew that in the Paleolithic age, at the end of the Paleolithic age, communication began. So over here in the Mesolithic age itself, in India itself, many sites in India shows the communication of the people in those periods. Like the examples like the cave paintings as well as so many type of things which shows us and understand that us about the hunting and the recreational activities of those people over that time. And the major thing is about fishing that we would talk. So before that, let's understand certain places and centers about these type of cave paintings and the communication centers. So, as well as over here, there wasn't phone or any type of communication devices to communicate. But the communication symbols was like as paintings, like cave paintings as well as sculpture like that. So like from Bimbetka, Lakcho, Katotia, from over these old places, we could understand many ways of human beings in those periods, which is a type of communication from those periods to this period. So, there were certain things that we could understand from it, as I told you about fishing, hunting, and engaged in recreational activities, eating food, and domestication of animals. As we already know about the Neolithic age, domestication of animals and agriculture came so wide. From here onwards, domestication of animals began as a little bit. So, let's understand the ways of life of the Mesolithic people in those periods. The first one is they used stone tools apart from the Paleolithic age. As itself, they are microliths, which they are also known as microliths because of that they were very small stone tools and used in those periods. As well as apart from hunting and gathering, as they studied about in the Paleolithic age about the hunting and gathering, women were engaged in gathering and men were engaged in hunting. Right over here, apart from hunting and gathering, fishing was also the means of livelihood in those people on those periods. And the indications of domestication of animals, as I told you, the concept of domestication of animals was begun from the Mesolithic age, then it became very wide and vast in the Neolithic age. So, as I hope you understood about it, and amusements, okay, and then the division of labor based on gender. But from the Mesolithic age itself, the based on like labor based on gender also. And now There are certain Mesolithic centers. The first I told you is about the communicative centers, like the understanding about the communication. So over here, there are certain identifications, certain places in different countries to understand about the Mesolithic period. As well as the Mesolithic age, there are centers. So the Mesolithic centers are Staka in England, Staka in England, and Fahin Cave in Sri Lanka, and Sarai Naharai in India, Uttar Pradesh. In UP, Uttar Pradesh, you could see and go to the Sarai Nahar Rai in Uttar Pradesh, where there is a Mesolithic center from India. Okay, the major Mesolithic centers are these three, which is from England, Sri Lanka, as well as India. So, the major Mesolithic sites cast are the Mesolithic site in Europe, as well as the Sarai, Nahar, and Rai. All from these places, we could understand the following things that I told you right now, like the habitats of the people, like that. The major things was these in the followings. But as we are comparing from it in the Paleolithic age, hunting and gathering is not even changing like in the case of Neolithic age. The agriculture and domestication took place in the society. But over here, the starting and beginning on the indications of domestication started. But in the case of Paleolithic age, hunting and gathering were only like no type of domestication or any identity indications for that, or nothing at type of beginning for that is even seen, not even seen. But in the case of Mesolithic, a beginning of these type of domestication came. Apart from hunting and gathering, also the fishing also came as the means of livelihood. But in the case of Paleolithic age, hunting and gathering were only the means of livelihood. Verb, which means means hunting and gathering were the means of livelihood. Only means plants were also used as a means of livelihood, but they overtrusted in this type of hunting and gathering. And then the certain thing is about the stones. Why do we give certain importance or very importance to this type of stone tools? It is because of that these three ages are categorized under stone age. Okay, different type of revolution itself is happening in these three type of stages. So it is as it is clarified and categorized as stone age. So what do you mean by fossils? What do you mean by Stone Age? It refers that period when different type of stone tools were used. Okay, period in which the stone tools were used. So I hope you also understood the Mesolithic age. So we already covered the Paleolithic, Mesolithic as well as the Neolithic. If you want, if you should already cover, you should all cover all these three stages. The Stone Age itself. So let's see in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Like, share, subscribe, and comment your ideas and new topics. Let's see in the next video. Till then, bye bye.